a mistake. Need to zoom away. Oh, here we go. Thanks, friends.
Thanks, friends, for letting me kill you super fast. Ooh. They sound so like... They sound like banshees, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were dead.
That's gotta be what they are.
Well, yeah, they're called banshees.
I know. It's just, no. What? Because they're Asari?
That's the name of the Reaper. Banshees.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, what?
I'm saying they have to be Asari. Former Asari.
I don't know, Stacy. Are they?
Stop it, Mari.
Ooh, Liara, your helmet makes no sense, but it looks super cool.
I know, right? It looks like kind of looks like she's wearing a SARS mask, though.
No, but like the side parts, that's cool.
That goes on her little head tails.
Yeah. Head tentacle thing.
Head tentacle. It just looks like she has a duck bill on the back of her head.
I found another
But in a
Sarge
cool way.
window, also deceased.
Falaire and her sister may be the only survivors.
Yes. I was unsure if it was appropriate to broach the subject.
Thank you, Edie. But don't spare my feelings. It's better to know.
And then Edie's gonna say something, and then Liara's gonna be like, why did you say that? God!
In true woman fashion. You can tell me anything. I want you to be honest. Why would you say it like that?
You should, like, I mean, it said you could say it, but, like, not like that.
You're an asshole.
Edie's like, oh, shit.
God damn it.
He's like observing female protocols.
Observing. Her head explodes.
No, she applies it to her own code. This is how I will seduce Jeff.
Yes. I will seduce by acting like a psychopath.
So does Falaire.
It's like that episode of Star Trek where Data's like, oh, couples fight, so he starts picking fights with his girlfriend.
Yes.
And she's like, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
Rila's not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up. Rila? Rila, can you hear me?
Is she okay?
Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
The explosives require a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it. Later.
I didn't give you that gun, Edie.
Ooh. He's like, I got this one myself.
Hold on.
Wow, is there a whole bunch of them here?
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay.
basically, you just left Edie and Liara with all of the banshees and zoomed across the map to fight a husk.
See, you guys can handle this. I
I'm
got
just
the
gonna
husk.
go take care of that guy. I mean, what's that guy about? Look at Edie up there.
Edie's like, whatever.
She's like, whatever, I'm all over this shit.
This is great having a bond.
For now.
Look at
Let's
her.
get
She's
back to
still
that
walking
bomb.
into it. She's like,
I'm ready.
you'll die when I say you'll die, motherfucker.
Flair, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
Move!
No! Rila! I love you. Rila!
Rila's the prettiest Asari I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, they're so ugly. But like really cool looking.
They have vaginas.
You've actually walked up to one and looked at its vagina?
If you look at a certain angle, there's vaginas.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can clearly see their titties.
Titties.
Titties?
We're not your slaves.
See, I would have thought that by having the bomb, like the bomb would destroy like the whole place, not just
That one room.
that one room, because that's kind of ineffective if you say that you don't want any of them to escape.
Well, maybe they were all going after Rila. I don't know.
It wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falair, the code demands an ardat-yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falair.
Mother, no!
Oh, no!
My daughters, you were all so... Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Falair?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery,
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
Then, the code permits you to stay, as you are.
By yourself?
Yeah. That'd be so creepy.
Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
Wow, that's the worst.
Thanks, Mom.
Let's just worry about over it, and if I feel like it, fuck off, Mom.
Yeah, she said that she hadn't seen them in centuries. Like, okay, Mom.
Like, what the fuck?
That's why she was like, Mom, you came? What the... AKA, what the fuck are you doing here? You missed my piano recital, my volleyball game, and everything else. Thanks.
And then now you're leaving, and you just said, if I can't make it. I'm like, what the fuck else you got to do?
Yeah. You could stay.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Valere rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Valere, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine, my friend.
You know, I think that I've always had this, like, assumption in my head. Oh.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
I've always had this assumption that Samara was an ardat-yakshi herself.
Yeah, well, that's what I had assumed.
Like, because she never wants to have sex with you, and all her children are ardat-yakshi. She never talks about her bondmate that she had her babies with. Maybe she killed each person and got
I
pregnant.
read
from
your
that.
report, Commander.
Ooh.
We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb.
May the ardat-yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
All of it.
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
I won't lie, Shepard. We're bogged down. Things aren't looking good in most sectors. We need to increase the tempo and chalk up some wins, otherwise...
What the fuck have I been
end
doing?
well
Yeah.
for the human race. Or any race.
Maybe he's talking about on their end of it.
Yeah.
Like, we, Commander Shepard, have been chalking up the wins. He's like, everybody else needs to start contributing, alright?
I was just to be like, what the fuck have I been doing?
I brought the pizza, the drinks, and the dessert to the party. You guys need to figure out, like, reimburse me or something.
What about the extra help we picked up along the way?
The Krogan and Turians have obviously been a big help. Urdnot Rex running the show is a bonus for us.
He's a
And
bonus.
that female Krogan you
Himself.
rescued is rallying more support from the other clans. I'm glad you disabled that bomb in Tuchanka. We could have lost a lot of Krogan support. As it is, we picked up some Turian troops.
Good to hear. What about the Rachni?
I wouldn't have believed it, but the Rachni are helping us build the Crucible.
Just like you
You're
said.
kidding.
Turns out they have a knack for weapons of mass destruction. In hindsight, I guess they'd know a thing or two about waging a galactic war.
Whatever,
No
dude.
problems with them then?
Other than scaring the hell out of our engineers, no. Not a lot of small talk going on there.
What about Arya's mercenaries?
Arya T'Loak, there's someone I never thought we'd be in bed with.
What I dreamed
The
about.
Wolfpack will be useful and violent. Mostly Vorcha, I hear. We'll put the Blue Suns to good use. Intel says Darner Vosk is bringing his men, and that they're gunning for a fight. The Eclipse are providing troops and mechs. When we find a Reaper soft spot, they'll help us hit it. Don't want to know how you got Arya's cooperation, but whatever you did, it was worth it.
What about the Asari?
Since the coup attempt, the Asari have stepped up to the plate. They're committing fleets and sending a science team to work on the Crucible. And believe it or not, they promised us the Destiny Ascension. They haven't forgotten you saved it 3 years ago.
How about the Solarians?
They sent the entire fleet as a thank you for rescuing their counselor. I guess they managed to overlook the genophage cure.
Yeah, because they gave us a pretty hard time about it when it happened.
Well, that was the Dalatraz.
She was like, blah, 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 blah.
Did you touch the mouse pad real
It's
quick?
like, you sound like a fucking duck, okay?
You know how the other races are doing against the Reapers?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, the Turians are getting stretched thin, even with Krogan help. The Solarians are still hanging on to Sirkesh, but the Reapers are starting to breathe down their necks, too.
What about the Asari?
They have to be feeling the heat. The Reapers are moving fast with the obvious intent of taking Thessia. Interestingly, the Reapers are leaving Parnak alone. It's the Yogg homeworld.
Can't say that I blame them. Yogg have teeth.
Well, if we lose this war, it might be them running the next cycle. It's easy to forget the Reapers don't destroy every species.
Just the ones who can threaten them.
The Yogg were the species that the Shadow Broker was. Remember the big guy with the face? The red
Yeah,
face
yeah,
and
yeah.
the weird mouth?
Yeah.
So
Wait, why wouldn't they go after the Yogg?
The Yogg actually aren't space flight ready yet. They've only been kidnapped off their world.
Got it, okay.
Which is cool because when they tried to initiate the Yogg into the galactic community...
The Yogg were like, fuck you.
They sent down some, like, people undercover.
Yeah.
And then the Yogg were like, kill them! And then they were like, holy shit, everyone leave.
Like, never mind, okay.
Bye.
We'll come back in a couple centuries, thanks.
Yeah.
Or never.
Any word on the Volus and Elcor?
The Turians and the Krogans sent forces to the Volus homeworld, Irun. It might not be enough, but at least they've got Reaper forces bogged down in a nasty ground war. As for Elcor, they're still in the fight, though our projections show the Reapers encroaching on their territory soon.
I feel really bad for the Elcor and Volus because they don't have the political standing or the military to, like, defend themselves.
Yeah.
Because the Volus are, like...
Because they don't have a representative, like, on the Citadel, really, do they?
Yeah, and the Volus are in, like, kind of a contract with the Turians that the Turians would always protect them. And the Volus would provide for them financially. But then when it comes to this, it's like...
Yeah.
What are they gonna...
What, like, there's just... It's too much.
It's like, yeah, so they're gonna be secondhand. And then the Elcor, you know, they're just... You know...
They're simple creatures, I think.
They're very smart, but it's like... All they have are, like, things that they put onto their backs that shoot for them.
Yeah.
What happened to the Batarians?
Never stood a chance, hit by the Reapers straight out of the gate. And without any allies to call on, I think the Batarians are history.
Quarians and
Have you heard
Geth.
anything from the Quarians or Geth?
Beyond those reports I mentioned, no. Instability along the Geth border is all we've heard. In this war, that could mean anything.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making
Poorly.
you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
Pow! Like a
It's an
sucker
advantage,
punch.
but can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. The battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
I haven't forgotten.
So I'll find their soft spots, avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've got.
How long can we keep that up?
As long as it takes. The reality is, Shepard, everything I'm doing is a delaying action for you. I'm buying us time, keeping us in the game, while you gather what we need for the Crucible. So keep at it.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Banshees are the corrupted Asari often found leading a Reaper strike force. The Reapers create them specifically from Asari with active or latent predispositions to becoming ardat-yakshi, a rare neurological condition that enhances the Asari's biotic power while causing the immediate death of anyone she mates with. Lumbering as though in constant pain, the emaciated Banshees are surprisingly durable opponents. They are devastating biotics, able to hurl lethal balls of energy and create shock waves as they regenerate. What Alliance military finds most disturbing is the Banshee's ability to spawn her own warp field and seemingly teleport during combat. Although their wails have no apparent physiological effect, the psychological impact is undeniable. When banshees die, their ardat-yakshi genetics twist against them, causing a biotic implosion to ensure they evade capture.